Hey, good afternoon once more. Thank you for joining us at Study Now for another webinar. So, here with us today is the country rep from Oxford International Educational Group. For me is Olawaseun Kaunmu. So, Olawaseun, now you're welcome to our webinar. Can you please introduce yourself to the student and prospective people watching you all over the world?
Hi, Samuel. Thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Olawaseun Kaunmu, and I'm the regional manager for Oxford International, and I'm happy to be here today. Say hello to everyone online. Thank you for joining us.
Hello to everybody online. So, my name is Samuel Abela from Study Now. I'm an admission and compliance officer for Study Now. So we know you have a lot of questions you want to ask and whatnot. So I would like to open the floor and welcome Oluwaseun Fumi so she can proceed with the presentation she has for us today. So Oluwaseun, you can go ahead.
Slides. All right. Thank you, Samuel. Please just give us a second so we can start the presentation. We'll try not to take too much of your time. Right. So, as I rightly introduced, my name is Oluwaseun Fumi, and I'm here today from Oxford International. At Oxford International, we are more or less like a one-stop shop for all your educational needs. But today specifically, I am going to be talking about our pathway colleges. And when I say pathway colleges, I mean for students who are looking to start from year one or the foundation year or pre-masters. So those are the kind of students that this is applicable to. Don't worry, I'll still give proper details into that so that we won't be confused. I will understand exactly what I mean by what I've said so far. So at Oxford International, we have a number of colleges under our network, which you can see on the screen right now. We have two campuses in Scotland, which is at Edinburgh Napier University and also at Dundee University. While we also have in London, which is at Greenwich and Kent, and we have at Bradford, which is at Yorkshire. We have Bangor in Wales. So if you're looking for various locations in the UK, we have something to offer you. For those that are looking at staying inside London, those who are looking at staying outside London, or who are looking to stay in Scotland, we have all the options available for you to make a choice from. Talking about courses, we have a huge variety of courses in engineering, life sciences, health sciences, like social work, public health, nursing, and the likes. We have computing courses, media courses, business law, design, for our AG students, art students, humanities. So we have a huge variety of courses to choose from as well. So talking about pathways, like I earlier said, and I said it's for students who are just starting from the undergraduate level. You see what we have on the screen showing you what you can study with us at the undergraduate level. We have about three options or four options for the undergraduate pathway level. We call the first one the International Year Zero, which simply means that you'll be starting from what we call the foundation year. Foundation year is for students who are just holding a WAEC certificate or a NECO certificate or IGCSE certificate. So if you fall into that category, this is what we can offer you. You'll be starting from the foundation year and progressing into the stage 2, 3, and 4, which is the 3 years of your bachelor's degree. So the good thing about this is that the admission that we offer will cover both the foundation year and the 3 years of your BSc. So you don't have to apply again to progress or apply again for visa to progress. Your CAS also covers the entire duration of the 4 years and you graduate with your bachelor's degree certificate. We also have what we call the international first year. Just like the name implies, it's like an equivalence of starting from year one, right? And also the admission that we offer will cover the international first year and the final 2 years of your bachelor's degree. That will be 3 years in total. So it's more streamlined for you. You don't have any back and forth regarding admissions or visa application. For those of us who are looking at the postgraduate options, we have what we call the incorporated masters, and we have two options of that. We have what we call the one term, and we have what we call the two term. Not to confuse you, the one term simply means that you'll be doing 3 months of pre-masters and you progress for your master's degree, also incorporated. So your offer covers both the admission for the pre-masters and admission for the master's year. And the two-term pre-masters also follows the same process. You have 6 months of pre-masters and progression into your master's year, and your admission covers both the months for the pre-masters and the full year for your masters, after which you graduate with a master's degree. So I'm going to go into entry requirements now so you can understand where or which category you are eligible for in all of this, right? So for the international year zero, which I mentioned is the foundation with progression to the bachelor's degree, this is for students who hold just the YX certificate, just the NECO certificate, or just IGCSE. As long as you have at least 5 credits, you are eligible for this option. And then we have what we call the international year one, which I said is the equivalence of starting from year one of a bachelor's degree. This is for students who already hold A levels, OND, or you have a foundation already, or if you started studying in Nigerian university and you can at least provide a minimum of a 1 year full transcript, then we can do what we call a transfer of credits for you. And also, this also applies to students who have good grades in their WAEC. If you have up to 5 credits, a combination of A's and B's, then we can also consider you for the international year one entry. We also have something which we call International Year 2. This is only available at one of our centers, which is the Bradford College, and this is applicable to students who have started studying in a Nigerian university. If you can provide the full 2 year transcript, if you've already undergone an international year one as well, we can consider you. Or if you have an HND certificate with a CGPA from 2.4 downwards, we can also consider you for the international year two entry at our Bradford College. For the one-term pre-masters that I mentioned earlier, which is 3 months of pre-masters plus 1 year of master's degree, we'll accept students with a third-class BSc. And for the two-term pre-masters, we'll accept students with an HND certification with a CGPA of 2.5 and above. I think our only center that will not accept an HND certificate is our Greenwich College. So if you have a BSc pass, we also have something available for you. You can always apply to our Greenwich College for a two-term pre-masters. And just to sum everything up, we also have what we call our International Foundation Year. Not to confuse you, the International Foundation Year just simply means that you get an admission for your foundation year only. So this also applies to students who have just WAEC or NECO or IGCSE, because if you like to study in the UK and you hold just a WAEC certificate, you have to start from the foundation level. That's how it is across all universities in the UK. So for this international foundation year, the difference between this and the international year zero is that the international foundation year will require you to write the IELTS, which is an English language test. And also another difference is that we'll only be giving you admission for 1 year of a foundation only, after which you would need to apply to proceed with your studies with other universities in the UK, and also need to apply for an extension of your visa to stay on in the UK to progress in your studies. So that's just the difference between that. For intakes, we have the September intake coming up now. So if you are looking to enroll this year, you can always reach out to Study Now at any of their social media platforms to put in an application for the September intake coming up. We also have November intake, we have a January intake, we have the April intake, and we also have the June intake. So you see, we're busy all year round, and you have multiple intakes to choose from if you would like to study in the UK this year. However, I would say you need to start early, as soon as possible, if you would like to enroll for any of these intakes that I've mentioned so far. Our tuition fee varies across the centers, across the entry levels as well. But however, if you're starting from any of the undergraduate pathways, after scholarship, we also have scholarships available, which we know all of you will be happy to hear about. We have scholarships available across all our centers. Every center has a scholarship or a tuition discount to offer you, ranging from £1,000 to £6,000. So After scholarship, our undergraduate pathway tuition will range between 12,000 and 14,000 pounds at the end of the day, and our pre-masters will range between 5,000 and 5,500 pounds. Right. So I know a lot of you will be looking for centers that don't really have high deposits. We also have that available. Our Dundee and Edinburgh Napier College deposit is just 3,500. Our Bangor College requires £3,750. Our Bradford College requires 4,000, and we also have Kent, which requires 5,000, and Greenwich, which requires 50% of the tuition fee. Something also very unique to us is that we offer progression scholarships. So apart from the scholarships that you are getting off the first year, which is the pathway year, when you are progressing into your year one or year two or progressing to your master's degree, we have progression scholarships that are automatically applied to the tuition fee. So what that means that is that you're getting something off the master's year fee and also getting something off the bachelor's year fees, and also some of our colleges will even give you something off each year. For example, our Dundee College will give you 3,000 off each year for your undergraduate studies. Greenwich will give you 3,005 off. We also have Kent. Kent will give you about 16% off. So we have something available across all the colleges in terms of progression scholarships. And also to make the financial part easy for you, we have what we call the monthly payment plan available to all students. Well, apart from students that fall into the category of the 110 pre-masters. So what this simply means is that after you've made your deposit here in Nigeria, you have the opportunity of splitting the balance of your tuition fee across the number of months of your study. If you're going for an undergraduate pathway, what this means is you will split the balance of your tuition fee across 1 year, and for the 210 pre-masters, you split it across 6 months. So if you are going to a college that has a tuition fee of about £15,000, for example, and you've paid 3,000 out of it, what that means is that you are paying 1,000 each month, and the first 1,000 will be required on enrollment. The subsequent months will be every last Friday of the month, which I feel is a fantastic deal for you as well. And this applies to the pre-masters. For all our centers, we have a minimum age of 17. However, if you are 16 years old, you can always apply to our Bradford or our Dundee College, they will accept you. However, the other centers will only accept students who are 17 and above. So we don't have a maximum age, but your WAEC and your NECO certificates have to fall into the categories that you can see on the screen now, whether you're applying for the undergraduate or postgraduate level. For example, if you're going to Bangor, your WAEC and your NECO certificate has to be within 10 years. If it is higher than 10 years, then we might not be able to just accept WAEC or NECO. You will need to write a more recent English language test, which is the likes of the IELTS or the PTE. So that's how that works. How to apply, please, if you would like to put in an application, as you can see on the screen, I think Study Now will be able to give you more advice on this regarding the documents that are required for your application, and you can always reach out to them for support in making the application, and they'll be sure to guide you accordingly. Our offers are instant. So what that means is that when you put in an application through Study Now, you get an offer on the spot. You get an offer sent to your email, and then you can proceed to fulfill the conditions of your offer. And we hope to receive you at any of the centers that you'll be enrolling at. So I think that's about all for me. If you have any questions, please would like to take them now.
Okay, so I will just take most of the questions we get most time. Maybe when we are applying to schools and under Oxford, most time they come to us and ask, oh, okay, let me just ask this question. For your nursing programs that you have under Oxford,
Yes.
is there another exam you're writing, like maybe before they can progress, or so we will need more explanation as regard if there are exams they are writing also, maybe when they get their offer, or maybe when they're in the UK after getting the offer. So
Okay, so there are no further exams to be written with our nursing. And the good thing about our nursing degree is that you can just apply with your YX certificate. You don't need an IELTS to apply. We have it available at our Dundee College and our Edinburgh Napier College. We also have it available at our Bradford College. But if you notice what I said earlier, we have two types of foundation: the one that is incorporated into the bachelor's degrees year, and the one that is like a standalone foundation. So if you want the standalone foundation nursing, you can apply to the Bradford College. That means that you will only be getting an admission for the foundation year. And when you are done with your foundation, you can use your certificates to apply to other universities in the UK to progress. While the one available at Dundee and Edinburgh Napier is an automatic progression into the partner university. If you go through Dundee, you do the foundation year with the college, and then you progress to Dundee University directly. Same applies for Edinburgh Napier.
Okay, so now we have a lot of we've seen a lot of different things that students submit like document and the rest. So based on experience that I've noticed that and I've observed also, do you accept NAPTEP from, because most of them have different English certificates. So do you guys accept NAPTEP also?
Yes, we do accept NAPTEP. Yes.
Okay, all right. So now, at what stage should students ideally begin their application process to avoid unnecessary pressures or delays? So
Well,
just brief them on when they can start.
I would say as soon as possible. I would say don't wait, um, because at the moment we understand like UKVI at the moment there's been like delays with the turnaround time with visas and all of that. So I would say don't wait. Start as soon as possible. Put in your applications as soon as possible. Ensure you fulfill the conditions of your offer as soon as possible. Ensure you get your bank statements ready as soon as possible. And let's not just focus on the bank statements only. The same priority that we give to our bank statements, let's give the same priority to getting our IHS fee ready and getting our visa fees ready, so that when you receive your CAS, you are going straight to visa application and you're not wasting any other time trying to gather funds for your IHS fee or your visa fee. So everything is ready and you're progressing into applying for your visa as soon as possible. No more late market, guys. No more late
Okay.
applications. Let's put in our applications as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right. So for students hearing about universities under Oxford International Educational Group, so like how will you describe schools underneath Oxford? Like how can you like push yourself like to say, okay, like how will you describe schools under Oxford to students?
Okay. So all our, well, I would say all our colleges are located on the university campus. We have students have the same access to all the facilities on the university campus, whether it is accommodation, whether it is the social spaces, or even the laboratories and the likes. They have the same access, and all our universities are in safe locations. They're reputable universities as well. So I think it's an environment where students are able to thrive and they know that they are safe and they know that they are getting a certificate from a reputable university.
Okay, so because most of these questions I'm asking is majorly what students ask from,
I
most of their
understand.
counselors before they try to apply. So just good that we are trying to enlighten them, those online, that okay, fine, coming to Switzerland, Oxford, you have the best assurance that okay, you're coming there to get good services. So now the next question I want to ask is, does your University underneath Oxford, do they have career services for students, like okay, like advising them to helping them in maybe their career choices, their employment, like to get jobs in the UK, and also do schools underneath Oxford help with students, international students in their CVs, with their interviews, with networking, and also job placement.
Yes, so we have about 98% employability rates at our colleges, and we give support to students regarding getting them ready for the workforce, getting them helping them with their CV. We have career support team as well available across all our colleges to support the students, so that after their study they are good to go as well for employability.
I think that's the question from my hand. So yeah, I know you listed the document they need to get ready to apply, like
Yes.
the core
Yes.
document like the passport, the CVs, and their English certificates. Those that are going for pre-masters, they can get like their degree certificate and the rest. So
And
we
the
can
transcript.
see there are a lot of and their transcripts also. So I know students online have gotten the good information about when they can start and how they can start their process through going to Oxford International Education Schools. So that's all from my hand currently. And I don't know if you still have like a little what you can give to students that are listening and watching us currently.
I think we still have some questions dropping in on the chat. I can see some questions on the chat here if you would like us
Okay,
to take
okay,
those.
okay. All right. So okay, yeah. So let's take this then. So this person is asking, what course do you offer? Do you offer early childhood education?
No, we don't have early childhood education. Not at the moment, no.
Okay, so
Um,
one of our I can hear you.
yeah, keep going. I answered already.
Okay, so someone asked also, one of our your partner that's Napia. So the person asked, does Napia University accept HND for MSc programs? And how is their deposits?
Okay, so for Edinburgh Napier, for your HND, what we can offer you is a two-term pre-masters. You'll be graduating with a master's degree at the end of the pre-masters as plus the master's year, and the deposit required is £3,500.
Okay, so I know Oxford is they have different routes. Like, is it only majorly for the UK, or you have different routes and countries also? Like apart from the UK, do you have other countries also that Oxford works with?
Well, specifically in the UK, yes,
Okay, okay, correctly. So now this question is how about scholarship, and is it only available in the UK? Like you said
yes.
you only have UK. Yeah.
I
So
know we all
now
like to
let's
talk about the scholarships. Yes, we have scholarships available, and I
so
think I mentioned it
we want you
during the
to put
presentation.
just more light to the scholarship part for students because they
All
love
right.
to hear about scholarships.
So yes, everybody loves to hear about scholarships. All right, so we have scholarships available across all the colleges, across all the centers. No matter what entry level you are going for, we have scholarships available for you. And I think I mentioned it during my presentation. Scholarships ranges between 1,000 and also £6,000. So scholarships are available across all the colleges that I listed during my presentation. Yeah.
Okay. So we have questions from Instagram. Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. No, you answered it already. You've answered it already. So
Okay.
I think yeah, I think that was also. I don't know if you have anything you want to like just a charge for the students watching us currently.
All right. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone for joining in. I hope you've been able to learn something or get some tangible information. I know studying abroad takes a lot of preparation, and there are a lot of questions that you need to ask and prepare for, and there are a lot of things you need to prepare for. And I hope we've been able to answer a couple of them. So, like I said, if you are looking to enroll this year, or even if it is early next year or late next year for your admission, I would advise that you start as soon as possible. And the team are studying now are there to support you and help you through the entire process from your application stage to even your visa stage as well. So you have nothing to worry about. So kindly reach out to them and they'll be able to give you or show you various offerings or opportunity that you can also look into. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today.
Yes,
All
yeah.
right.
So this is for those that are watching us everywhere on Instagram and everywhere. So if you have like before the end of today, if you have any course in mind you would like to apply to, like yeah, from the Oxford International Education Group, we are here to support you. So you can just send us a DM on every of our social media platform, like the TikTok, the Instagram. We are active 24/7. Also, if you have questions as regards schools courses, universities underneath Oxford International Educational Group. You can send us messages on our platform also, Instagram, even on our YouTube. We have those that we respond to your questions from there, Facebook, TikTok, and every of our platform. So now we tell you don't study later, you can study now. So I think that's the final chat from Olawaseun Kaunmu also.
Yes.
So thank you all for joining us in this session, and we wish you a good day. Have a nice day.
All right. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.
This is Study Now, an international student recruitment consultancy headquartered in London with a growing presence globally in countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar. A student-first organization built on a simple belief: opportunity should not be limited by borders. Over the past 5 years, we've helped thousands of students turn their study abroad dreams into reality. With about 3,500 successful enrollments and a 98% visa success rate, we're not just facilitating admissions, we're changing lives. We proudly partner with over 150 accredited universities worldwide. And in April 2025, we awarded 6 scholarships, including 3 full undergraduate tuition scholarships and 3 50% postgraduate tuition awards, because opportunity should be shared. With partners across key markets, our reach spans the world. From one idea, we build a worldwide recruitment network, combining digital scale with local insight to serve real student needs. Honored with York St. John Global Excellence and Global Brand Elevation Awards, University of Hertfordshire Recognition Award, and University of Sunderland Agent Award, we've guided thousands into trusted universities worldwide through course and university matching, visa support, and enrollment. We empower students, partner institutions, and communities touched by global graduates. If you're ready to build the life you've dreamed of through impactful education, take the bold step today. Don't study later, study now.